The United States is able to spend more money than it collects. But how is that possible? The truth is, the system was designed to work exactly like this. After tax money goes into the United States Treasury, it doesn't just sit there waiting for only what came in that year. Part of the taxes, like payroll taxes, already has a defined destination, such as retirement and healthcare. But federal income tax goes into the government's general fund. And it's from that fund that the government is paying for the military, infrastructure, the operation of federal agencies, part of healthcare, and many other programs. When the expenses approved by Congress are higher than the revenue, what we get is what's called a deficit. A deficit is not a late bill. And it doesn't mean the country has run out of money. It simply means that during that period, the government decided to spend more than it collected. To cover that difference, the government borrows money. And it does that by issuing U.S. Treasury bonds, which are basically promises to pay back money with interest. Those bonds are being bought by banks, investment funds, pension funds, individual investors, and even other countries. For example, imagine the government collected $4 trillion in taxes but approved spending of $5 trillion. That $1 trillion difference doesn't come out of nowhere. It is financed with debt. The Treasury issues bonds, the market buys those bonds, and the government uses that money to keep operating. That's why the U.S. government doesn't stop when it spends more than it collects. When this keeps happening repeatedly, year after year, those deficits start to add up. The sum of all those deficits over time is what we call the national debt. With this system, the United States is able to function, maintain services, and still carry a massive amount of debt without the system collapsing.